foods. I did start Myrania on solid food at 4.5 months. We started first with rice cereal. She loved that. We still do that every morning. And what I do is I get a tablespoon of the cereal and mix it with my breast milk and feed her. She loves that. That's like kind of our breakfast right now. Then after that, I'll just with bananas is we were in Dallas and I was eating a banana. Then I saw Myrania looking at me as if she was so hungry. She really up squishing the banana and giving it to her, and she loved it. And after that, I decided, oh my god, I'm ready to start giving her solid foods. So we did bananas. And one thing with bananas, you guys, you have to be aware with banana makes babies constipated. I'm able to buy prune juice or make prune juice myself because I don't know how. So but Myrania has been constipating on bananas and carrots. And so I've kind of stopped on those because until I get prune, just let me know in the comments below. Also, after bananas, we did peas. She loved peas. She really loved peas. Peas was so good. She loved that. After that, we did squash, buttersquash. Buttersquash is her best. Her best. Even when I switched from butterscotch to carrots, she was kind of, you would see she didn't like it. And we're gonna have butterscotch tonight, so because I really know she loves that. And then after butterscotch, we went to carrots. Carrots were really good for her too, but the only thing with carrots, I told you guys, they make her constipate. So and you'll hear her cry when she's going to the bathroom, which is kind of so sad. And make the prune juice because I don't know how to. I have to research on that. So or buy prune juice. I don't want to buy prune juice from her because I can make it at my home. I can make it if I know how to make it. So that's how I am planning to do. Those are the foods we've started. I haven't started applesauce or apples at all because I am not ready for her to get into the sweet thing first, but I'll try that when she turns about 6 months. That's when I'll try apples. We have also tried avocados and she didn't like them, but I'm gonna go ahead and keep trying them out because avocados are healthy and it's something that she should eat, and I know she'll be good at it. So that's how those are the foods we've done. How I prepare the foods for bananas and avocados is really easy. Just take your bananas and just squish them with a fork or use a blender. If you want me to do an elaborate videos on how I make baby food, just leave in the comments below, and also give this video a thumbs up and I'll know that I can go ahead and do those videos. For buttersquash, what I do is I cut the buttersquash in half, I scoop out the seeds and then put it in a tin foil and bake it 35 to almost 55 minutes until I see the squash is soft and the skin is out. Taste it and I feel it's good. And also you can insert a fork and stuff. I can do a video on that too if you want me to. And then after that, I scoop out the butterscotch, put it in my blender and blend it up. Add some water, so the water that is gonna remain, because when you put your butterscotch to bake, I always put a little bit of water. Smooth consistency, which is good, that I like. After that, I use my ice cube trays and scoop it in, and then I freeze it overnight. The next day I'll take it out and put it in my Ziploc bags, label my Ziploc bags and put them in the freezer, so at least I have foods in my freezer for Myrania. So right now I'm stocked up on carrots. What I do is I take the carrots, put them in a pot, put them in a pot, bring them to a boil until the carrots are soft and are ready to, they're really soft and you can eat them. Then I put them in the blender, blend it up, use the water that I used to boil the carrots, and blend it up together, and then store them the same way I do to freeze them. So for feeding, what I do is I take out my food that we are eating on that day, put it in Myrania's baby bowl and warm it up. You can warm it up in hot water, or you can use the microwave. I choose to warm it up in a microwave. Why I do that is because when I'm making the food, I don't mix it with breast milk, so that because you're not supposed to put breast milk in the oven. So I warm it up in the microwave, and then after it's warm, I add my breast milk and then just mix it up and feed her. So my breast milk is always added the last thing when it's ready. Like what Myrania does, when she's done with it or she's over with feeding, she'll knock the plate out. And so most of the time I'll have a mess on the floor, or I'll have a mess whenever I'm feeding her. So that's another thing that you have to watch out. But those are things, those are babies' milestones, which are really good, and they love seeing that, doing that. When she did that the first time, I laughed and I was like, oh my god, Myrania. Then she did it the second time, and the third time you kind of get upset. I'm not lying, but you kind of get upset, but it's something you have to watch out to. Another thing is transitioning from one food to another. It says, like the research I did, it says you have to feed 3 times and then switch to a different food. What I do is I do a week, because I do 3 giving her water. And I think the reason why I'm kind of laying back on giving her prune juice is because I believe you're not supposed to give babies juice until they're 6 months. So I don't know about that, but because of the constipation, I really need to give her prune juice or find a different alternative. And I guess that's it for foods. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below, and I'll see you in my next video. Thanks guys, bye. Mwah.
Are you upset with mommy? Why? Why are you upset with mommy, Myrania? Are you upset with mommy? Why? Why are you upset with mommy, Myrania?